We are live. Go figure
That
podcast.
pause.
Come on, dude.
I'm sorry.
Go figure podcast episode 33. It's gonna be an amazing episode tonight, guys. But yeah, before we do start, just a reminder that we joined the Raw Live and Unedited uh, podcasting network. So you guys, tomorrow, you guys can listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and all of your favorite podcasting services or whatever, or just visit rawlivepod.com and you basically have the links there. But yeah, tonight we have a very awesome guest that I'm really excited to have on the show. It's Johnny Wu, aka Sergeant Bananas. How are you, man?
I'm good. Thanks for having me on, guys. I'm stoked to join you guys and talk about some toys and things like that.
Yeah, awesome to have you here, man. So before we do start with the interview section, um, we ask around a few questions. They are strictly toy photography related and hobby related. But yeah, before we do start with the actual interview part, just for the people that might not know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Yeah, sure. So on Instagram, I'm known as Sergeant Bananas. So I'm a toy photographer, like most everyone on this podcast and probably people that are listening. I mainly shoot outdoors and I do a lot of dynamic action scenes with practical effects. That's kind of really it, I guess, as far as what people might want to know or not know about me. I mean, we'll get into it in the interview, but quick little bio on me.
Yeah, and your work is really awesome, man. Like I really enjoy seeing your work.
I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
So yeah, how did it all start? Like, how did you get into like shooting toys outdoors and stuff? Did you collect before, or were you into photography first? What came first?
So toys came first. Ever since I was a kid, I always collected toys. I was always really into Ninja Turtles, and probably around like a little bit over 3 years ago now, I got back into collecting the old school like '90s Playmates Ninja Turtle line. I was trying to collect some figures I didn't have as a kid, and I kind of became obsessed with building my collection. And then around that same time, I had made an Instagram account, not the Sergeant Bananas one though, but just like a personal one. And then I just started posting pictures of my collection and stuff like that. And eventually I saw some toy photography on there. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, what the heck is this?" I didn't know what it was. I thought it looked really cool, but I didn't go and try it then. It was probably like a couple months later. And one day I just had this idea and went outside and I had like this. This photo is so bad. It's trash, but it had I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ninja Turtles, but there's a character called Mondo Gecko and Genghis Frog. So I had like the old school Mondo Gecko, and he comes with the skateboard, and I had like a tech deck rail. It's like, oh, I'll have him like board sliding this rail, and I like taped him onto the rail. It was so I put it in a cardboard box too. Like this is the shittiest photo. It's so bad, but that was my first toy photo, and ever since then, from that day on, I never stopped. And then I started with my iPhone, and then moved on to a DSLR and just kind of progressed from there.
Awesome. And your work is really like famous right now. Like everybody knows everybody who collects basically knows who Sergeant Banana is and stuff. And I've seen your work displayed on the Hasbro stuff, on the cons and stuff, which is awesome. So like if you were starting out as a photographer and all that, would you have any tips for anybody that's starting out?
Yeah, I mean, I guess just like a little thing that I normally say, because I get a lot of messages about people when they're starting out, and most of the time they just kind of ask like, I get a lot of like, oh, how do you get free toys, and it's like I'll address this right now. If you're starting just to get free toys, you're not going to last, because if you're just getting into it for that reason and you just want, like, you're not going to do it just for fun and passion. Like, I mean, despite what people may think, like, I do this because I love this. I know some people just don't know, but I would just say, like, if you're getting into it, just have fun with it. Don't worry about, like, if your photo sucks. Like, if you're having fun, that's the most important thing. Like, the rest will happen. If you're passionate about it, the rest will come. Your skills will progress. Because you're gonna want it. You're gonna challenge yourself. You're gonna compete with your own self, your own skill, to keep pushing and pushing and pushing until, then you are, like, legitimately good. And I would just have fun with it. Don't like take it super seriously, like, because you might not have fun that way. That's kind of how I was, at least.
So compared to, like, when you started, how do you feel that right now where you're at, how do you feel on your position in terms of quality and all that?
Well, I mean, I've definitely like from way back when that Mondo Gecko photo, like, it's definitely come a long way. I think most artists, they're their own worst critics. So, I take a photo. I'll take a photo today, and I'll hate it next week, and so on. And I'm constantly chasing that my next favorite photo, but it never really lasts. It's like I'm chasing something I'll never actually get. But that's like the thing. That's the part of the addiction, right? So it's like you can want to progress and progress and progress and get better and better and better and better. But I kind of know, like, I know it's not never going to end for me. Like, as far as that goes, like, I'll never be satisfied. But I mean, with all that being said, I definitely, I do take photos that kind of stand the test of time for myself, and I do like, and I kind of, like, keep on liking them, like, over time, which is kind of rare, but those are the ones that are special and stand out.
Yeah, I totally feel you. Yeah, and you have some pretty epic pictures on there. And I wanted to ask you. I know that a few months back you joined the ACBA group, and I just wanted to ask, how do you feel about that whole group, and any experiences that you might have come on there? Just your general thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been around in like other circles and things like that. Obviously, in doing toy photography, you will eventually hear of ACBA and learn kind of what they're about and stuff. Even though my style of toy photography is very different, I appreciate everything that they do. And actually, since joining the group, I will say that with like one thing that I think is really good that they do is the constructive criticism stuff. Because if no one's telling you, like, how you can improve, then you kind of just you might start thinking you're the shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then someone tells you, like, hey man, like, that pose is off, and then makes you think twice. Like, you really try to cover all your bases before you post something. And that's like, I don't think I'm the fucking end all be all at all. So it's like joining the group. It's been cool, like, actually hearing feedback on my stuff, because usually on Instagram, that rarely happens, or sometimes people are kind of just trolling. You can tell when someone's like, it's constructive and it's just trolling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And in there it's more constructive, in my experiences. So I really, I appreciate, like, the attention to detail of that with a lot of those dudes that they pay to their photos and the posing and stuff. I mean, that's something that I think anyone that's starting out, can learn from. The attention to detail, like the posing, that really, really sticks out to me. Like, sometimes when I'm scrolling through the page and I see, like, stuff that people point out, I'm like, damn, I don't know if I would have seen that, like, but now that they point it out, I'm like, oh, okay, like, yeah, it makes me think, like, okay, I need to tighten my stuff up too where I can. So I appreciate it, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it's some people would say like it's an acquired taste, because like some people just can't like handle it or whatever the criticism and stuff. But I really like it because like if you didn't get that type of criticism, like for me at least, I don't think I have ever improved at all.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, like for me personally, it's like I don't tend to critique anybody's photo in there. It's not. I mean, if someone asks me, then yeah, but it's not really in my personality to just tell someone else what I see, where they can improve unless they ask. It's just not how I am. But I definitely appreciate when it's been done to me, and I think yeah, exactly what you said. Like if no one was telling you, then you wouldn't know, and then you might be making the same mistakes over and over.
Yeah, and yeah, like on your pictures, I know you have like some awesome like weather techniques, like snowing and all that fun stuff. Can you share with us like some of your techniques? I don't mean like explicitly saying your secrets or anything like that, but
Yeah.
like just sharing stuff that you might want to share with us.
Yeah. So I mean, if for someone that's listening to this that doesn't hasn't seen my work before, they might look at it and wonder like how I did. If you see a snow photo like you mentioned, it's actually it's funny how simple some of this stuff is, but it works. It can work really well. So like with the snow, it's just like I just use flour. And obviously I have my own technique of doing that, so I'll keep that to myself. But
Yeah.
and then with like water and stuff, it's a spray bottle. A lot of people kind of know these things. Explosions, I use fireworks. If I haven't done one for a while, but like I went through this phase where I was doing a lot of like blood splatter stuff, and I was using fake blood. So it was all practical. Like that's a big thing in my photos. Like I like doing practical effects a lot. That's like I've always had fun like trying to figure out how to do different effects and make things look a certain way.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, the snow is flour. If it's raining, it's spray bottles. It's real water. I use like very, very minimal Photoshop. Like I'll Photoshop like a lightsaber here and there if I'm doing a shot with one. But pretty much like that's kind of it. I'll erase a wire or something. But as far as the effects go, like they're all practical.
Cool. Yeah. Going back to the figures, the basics. What type of figures do you prefer? I know you do like Star Wars stuff but like what's your like if you had to choose just one type of figure, which would it be like,
So yeah, it's a tough one. Well, my favorite line of figures is the Star Wars movie realization, the samurais.
Oh yeah, those are awesome.
I love those things. I have a ton of them. Actually, I even have a giant one tattooed on my back, like my whole back. Like I have a samurai. So like if I had to choose, like tomorrow, it's like okay, from this day on, you can only shoot these figures. I would have to go with those. I feel like for me, they're pretty versatile. Like I could take them into different environments, and they seem to fit pretty well. I don't really have a problem making them work in different settings. So, and the detailing on them, man. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys have any of them, but
yeah, I have a couple.
Seen them. Unfortunately, I don't have any.
I have a couple. I love them.
Yeah, so yeah, they're really nice. If you have a chance to check someone else's out or pick one up, I'd highly suggest it.
My favorite one is Ronin Boba Fett. Like that thing's badass.
Oh yeah, man, that one's killer. Like that was like a dream figure for me. Like when I saw the concept art to that originally, I was like, please let this happen. Like this has to happen, and then it did happen. And yeah, that figure is awesome. Did you see the SDCC?
Yeah, the white suit. Looks great.
That should be pretty fun to photograph. Something different from his regular colors.
Yeah, definitely. I really want the new ones that are coming out. Like the Darth Maul looks really badass.
Yeah, Darth Maul. Like I've seen this thing a while ago, and it was like they were kind of like talking about like maybe doing these characters, and they had so Darth Maul was on there, so obviously they're gonna make him, and then Yoda was on there. A Gamorrean guard was on there. IG-88.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They
Yeah,
showed
it's
like concept art.
yeah, and they even like kind of talked about like maybe doing some kind of like a vehicle of some kind, like a actually what they said was a horse stylized kind of like in an AT-AT way. I don't know how
That'd
they
be
would.
interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how they would do it, but I mean, I'm into having
Well,
like a horse for.
It'd
for
probably be a horse with like armor designed to look like an AT-AT.
Yeah. I mean,
That'd be badass though.
yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people would be into that. I mean, you're always trying to find different props and accessories to go with your figures, so
Yeah.
that would be perfect.
They need to do like good guys, like Jedi's and stuff. They haven't done.
Yeah. I mean, and then now that they've branched out into the Marvel.
ones, yeah.
Oh yeah, they did the Marvel ones now.
Spider-Man, I think, Iron Man.
Yep, and then Captain America's coming next, and I think they got to do a villain for sure. I've talked about this with the Toy Migos, and we were talking about it one time, and we all came to the conclusion that they should do Green Goblin because the way that they could stylize him is like a kind of like a demon would be so sick.
Yeah, it's something like an Oni. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be badass. And since they already made Spider-Man, that would be like perfect,
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Bandai, so they'd repaint it to Hobgoblin.
Oh yeah,
They could do that too. Yeah.
yeah. So any projects that you're working on right now that might want to share with us?
Sure. I just finished. I did a little Guardians of the Galaxy thing with Hasbro recently. They kind of did like the call to action thing for the Hasbro toy pick.
Oh,
And so everyone's been posting, their legends and stuff. So I just finished. Actually did that like over a month ago now, and then I can't actually say what the next one is, but I just signed on to do something else with them as well.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it'll come to light around Comic-Con. So
So
definitely,
soon. Nice.
yeah, pretty soon. If are any of you guys attending Comic-Con by any chance?
SDCC.
No.
Nick is from
Nick. Yeah.
he's not here tonight on the show, but Nick is going. I think it's only one day. I don't know, but I know
Yeah.
he's going there.
Okay. Well, for anyone that's listening, if you're there, I'll have something there. That's
Cool.
So, or there'll be something there, but I can't say yet. Sorry, but
Yeah, no problem. You gotta. It's cool. We'll probably see it on pictures when Comic-Con. It's crazy.
yeah,
They always we always see like, at least me, I always see like when Hasbro does the artist features, and I know people post that on Instagram and stuff, and I always see people tagging you and all that stuff, so I'm probably gonna see it even if I'm not attending. So any other artists that you really like on the toy photography scene?
yeah. Man, there's. What if I just said no? How much of a dickhead? I'm just like, nah. Let's go. Let's move on. Man, let's see. Let me see. There's a guy, Avanet. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. He's a Lego guy. He actually had a book come out a while ago. It's called Small Scenes from a Big Galaxy. But I really dig his work. Nowadays, he does like crazy forced perspective stuff with like model stuff. I mean, if you've ever seen his work, you might actually have seen it and just thought it was like not. You wouldn't even think it was a toy. So his stuff is killer. My buddy Bear Trap, I like his work. Let's see. Who else? Let me look at my phone here. Who's coming to mind? Let's see. Well, I guess, from in the ACBA side of things, I really like Simon Hill. He's always really creative. He's very consistent. I always like seeing like what he comes up with, and yeah, some of the way he pulls off some of that stuff. I'm like, damn, that's sick.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a magician for sure.
yeah. Who else? I feel like I'm gonna like after this is over, I'm gonna be like, I should have said like 10 people. Kind of. Let's go back. Let's come back to that question. Let me think about that.
Yeah, no problem, no pressure. So the toy photography scene, I think, in my opinion, is like Boog said in the past episode in terms of ACBA. I'm just gonna say generally, like as in toy photography, I think toy photography is like on its baby steps. There's really much like it's to me it's like starting out yet. There's
Still in
many
the infancy. Yeah.
Yeah. So like right now, what do you expect like from the future of your work? What do you think, like what would you like to do with your work in general?
For me, I guess personally, like I would, I think it would be, for me, I guess my, dream would be like doing this as a career, like full time, like being able to just do this and, not have to work a regular job anymore. That's, that wasn't always my goal when I started, but when things started kind of coming my way, it kind of became like a thing, like, okay, well, maybe this can turn into something real. Maybe I can make money from this and, enough to, sustain myself and live off of it. But I guess moving forward, I feel like for toy photography, like I think more companies are kind of like realizing that there's a lot of awesome people out there that can take really killer photos, and like with Hasbro recognizing that and kind of like asking their fans to create photos and to have them like shown at like these cons and stuff. Like this is the beginning. Like I think it's gonna blow up at some point. I hope it would.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like from like right now, from where this is going, I think it's gonna definitely blow up, because like every single day I see new artists coming out and more people involved in the actual community. So it's really great to see that. Like it's a really awesome community in my opinion. I really love it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like a couple like years ago, like I don't remember, like, none of this stuff was really happening. Like the companies, I don't think were really working with any toy photographers or anything like that. And now that's like a real reality. Like people are getting reached out to, and they're doing stuff, they're collaborating, and that's cool. I think it's just gonna go further.
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully.
Like, and that's really awesome to see. Like actual people who do this as a hobby, who enjoy it, and then all of a sudden they get noticed by a big company and stuff. That's that to me is awesome. Like that's the dream right there. Yeah. So what's yeah? Go ahead, Luis.
Now I know you said like the shots you do are like easy for you now, I'm guessing. But like with those snow shots and everything, they look so complex. Like how long does it take you to usually set up?
What do you say for the sand or
The
snow?
For the snow. Because they just use flour, and you said it's like more basic than it seems. But like, how long does it take you to like pump one of those shots?
Well, I guess they're, I was just being general, but yeah, they're all different. But like, okay, so like, if there's not like something like super dynamic happening, where like someone's in the air and jumping or whatever, or they're fighting and I have to pose them more. If they're kind of just walking or standing, and I have them sitting there, I can probably get it done in like 5 minutes.
Oh wow, that's fast.
Hmm.
That's fast.
And you know, but like if it's, you know, and then there's times where I'm like sitting there for over an hour messing with it, and you know, things aren't working out, and you know, it's interesting hearing like you know, other style people from that do different styles, like how like their struggle, like because I don't, you know, I actually don't even own a diorama, but you know,
Yeah.
just like from hearing people talk about like how long it takes them to set up, I'm always like, wow, like yeah, like when you see like everyone and you guys aren't using, you know, you use stands but you hide them all and stuff, so like that takes a lot of thought. Like for me, it's like if I want to get something to stand or fly, I'll put it on a wire, but ultimately I'm going to erase it in Photoshop, so that I think that cuts out quite a bit of time. Whereas like if I wasn't doing that, then yeah, I would be sitting there longer and figuring out that right angle to shoot it from so it's hidden and all that stuff. But yeah, it's, I guess, you know, I've been doing, you know, I know how to do the effect. Like I know exactly what I need to do. I know exactly what my camera needs to be set at. Like knowing my settings and stuff, and just knowing like, you know, and kind of knowing like looking outside and like gauging like like sometimes what I do just kind of like for fun is I'm just walking around. If I look around at the light, and I'll be like, if I had my camera, the settings would be this, and I kind of just guess. And it's just like a weird game I play in my head. Just like, so like sometimes when I go to a spot, I'll just like I'll pull out my camera and I'll kind of just mess with it real quick, and then when I like get down on the ground and I take a photo, I just sort of see how the exposure is, to see how close I can get. It's kind of like a weird thing I do, but it's kind of like fun. It's like a little challenge thing. Like it's like if you had a figure sitting there in your diorama, and you're just like, okay, like you would set it before you took a shot, and then take a shot and see how it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a big chunk of time for me, like just figuring out what the right settings are
Mm-hmm.
for the actual shot.
Do you shoot in manual?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't know like all the technical aspect. Like I know the basics, but so I'm usually just the whole time just figuring out what's the right setting.
Yeah. I mean, I'm no master by any means. Like I'm still like I know the basics as well. Like I like with what I know how to do, I can utilize that to my advantage. I mean, I've been doing it for a while, so like, you know, but at this point, like I know exactly how, like, you know, where the ISO should be, where my shutter should be, and you know that when I keep my f-stop at and all that stuff. And I think like once you like, if you're using a DSLR and you're not shooting in manual, you're cheating yourself.
I think so a little bit.
Like if you're just shooting an auto, it's like that's just, you know, just be like, you might as well, like it's like if you take the time to go out and buy like a DSLR and you just shoot an auto all the time, it's like, what's the point? You know, to me,
Yeah.
you know, my opinion, like it's like you might as well just go back to your phone. It's like
I totally agree.
and
There's just
you know,
like never that shot you'll get, like the sunset or something like that. If you're shooting auto, you're just never gonna get it right.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and it's like wouldn't you want like to have more control over your camera too, so you can dictate how dark it is, how bright it is, you know, how much is in focus, how much, you know, like the depth, all that stuff, like that. It's like you pay, you know, however much for your camera. It's like take advantage of it, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I wanted to ask you about your equipment, because you said that when you started, you used your phone, and I
Mm-hmm.
think everybody starts that way with their phone,
Mm-hmm.
because that's usually what they have in hand and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But how did you approach the whole DSLR thing? Like, did you have any experience with photography before, or was it like one day, oh, you know, I'm just gonna buy one and try it out or whatever?
I had zero experience actually, and I didn't know anything. So luckily enough, my girlfriend is a photographer. So
Oh,
having her, you know, show me, it was like when I first started, she would, you know, after a while, and she like could tell like that I wasn't gonna stop doing this. She started saying like, well, you can use my camera, and I'd always be like, no, I'm good. You know, you know, my phone's fine, and just kind of being stubborn. And eventually, she kind of made me use her camera one time. Or actually, what she did was, I had this scene set up, and I took it with my phone, and then she took a photo of it, and I was like, it wasn't until then that I saw, like, okay, like, yeah, that yeah, that looks way better, and no knock on people that use cell phones, because cell phones are like the camera on some of those are crazy good now, like back like years ago with the iPhone, compared to now, it looked like shit, but like nowadays, like if you have like Samsung or whatever you have, like you can actually get depth in your photos and stuff, but
well, some forms of depth, like not really. It's still not the greatest.
no, but before it's just like like even like I have an iPhone 7. I don't have the Plus, but it's just like if I take a photo, it's basically just like infinite depth of field. Everything's in focus, so it's just like it looks like what you would say. It looks like you took that with your phone most of the time. But yeah, like so she taught me how to use the camera, and I didn't it's just like it's a learning process, figuring out what does what, and if you turn the dial this way, like it's gonna make the photo darker or brighter or whatever, what and whatnot. Once you get those basic settings down, then I feel like that's really when I got super addicted. I was like, okay, like I get I started to learn where my settings should be when I wanted to do certain types of photos, and that made a big impact.
Yeah, for sure. So we already talked about your favorite kind of figures and stuff, but what's your favorite franchise? Like character wise, like some people like DC, Marvel, and stuff. What's your favorite? If you had to choose like your favorite franchise out of all time, which one would it be?
I'm gonna go with the Ninja Turtles. Star Wars is right there, but the Ninja Turtle franchise, like it's deep seated for me. Even nowadays, I don't shoot Ninja Turtles that much. Like when I first started, I was like kind of only doing that, and progress into other things. Like as I progressed with my camera, and I got more into that side of things, then I started thinking of like, well, that figure would look cool in a photo and stuff like that. So my collecting changed as well with the progression of the camera. So like when I first started, I was just shooting the old school Ninja Turtles, and then as I progressed, it was like, okay, I bought like a Black Series, and then eventually down the road I bought an SH Figuarts, and then nowadays it's like I buy whatever, like anything that I feel like is interesting. It doesn't really matter. Like Ninja Turtles is my favorite franchise, but I'll buy like if I feel like I can get a cool photo from something, or it's the figure inspires me in some way. I'll check it out. That's probably why I have a million toys. It's like I might shoot something one time and then not shoot it again. I'm guilty of that a lot of the time.
Yeah, I've done that so many times.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah.
Are you planning on getting the SDCC Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set?
Funny enough, actually, I didn't. I'll still have a chance to pick them up there if I decide to. I actually picked up the video game pack last year.
Oh yeah, I had that.
It's a repaint, right? Like.
Yeah, they just got the like the pixelated video game on there, video game paint.
Yeah.
So I picked that up last year, and those are cool. And I think I shot them one time. So I was like, when I saw these, I was like, man, I wish those were last year's exclusive. So I don't know. I passed on it on the online, and I went up for pre-order. But since I'm going to be there, I guess I still have time to decide. But I'm kind of undecided at this point because I really do nowadays. Like I really do think like, okay, if I buy that, how much am I going to shoot it? Like I would, don't get me wrong, something like that, like I would just like to have. But it's also like when I'm at Comic-Con, there's going to be tons of other things I'm going to want to buy. And so I kind of, got to pick and choose here. Like, okay, so if I'm going to spend, $200 on this, that might mean that I can't get, this over here. So, I'm not sure yet. They look killer though. They look great. And one thing I actually thought of the other day though was like, SH Figuarts is making a shredder from that style of that cartoon. And I have the Figuarts turtles, so if I do pass on those, like at least I know, like, because like Shredder is one of the Shredder and those foot soldiers are really what the main attraction is for a lot of people.
I need foot soldiers because like Figuarts has none still. Like why?
Yeah. So like that's the main thing. So but you get two, so then it's like you're gonna spend $400 and get four. Like two isn't enough. Like when you're army building, it's like two is not gonna be enough. Ideally you'd want like 10 or 20 of those things. But like that's kind of unrealistic. I don't even think they would allow you to buy that many. But aftermarket you might be paying tons of money. But
yeah, and
sure they wouldn't care, honestly.
You were saying? So yeah, you were saying like SH Figures. I really wish because with SH Figures like they sometimes do like one figure and they just let the line
drop
die.
the line.
Yeah, like I wish they made more characters from lines, but that's off topic.
Yeah.
So do you have any other like hobbies besides toy photography?
Yeah. I actually before I even started doing this, I rode BMX bikes for like a million years, like doing like tricks and stuff like that. So I've done that for a very long time. These days, that's kind of taking a back seat to the photography thing. But I'm still super into it. I still watch a lot of videos on it. I haven't ridden my bike for a while, but that's definitely like another passion of mine is riding bikes. Let's see.
Yeah.
Honestly, like this whole like toy thing is like that's basically what my life is now.
That's all I think. I'm
like a very singular in my focus, so it's like whatever I'm into, I'm like 1,000,000% into, and then everything else is kind of just like secondary. So that I'm like very into this, so it's like everything is kind of like after that. It's like every day, it's like, okay, I get off work, want to shoot. I'm gonna go shoot some photos. What am I gonna shoot? That's like one of the first thoughts I have. And it's like, okay, I'm gonna get this figure in. I'm gonna go shoot it here, and so everything else is kind of like falls by the wayside.
Cool.
I would add that mentality.
So where do you usually like draw inspiration from? Because like I know some people like to read comics, watch movies, etc. Like where did you get your inspiration from, or did you just like to just shoot things, or the actual figures inspire you or whatever?
I guess the quick answer, there's everything really, but to pinpoint more, movies, music, stuff I see every day. The figures themselves, like sometimes you just see a figure and you just know that it fits your style, and that's inspiring. That's a lot of the reason why I buy so many figures. So I'm like, okay, I think I can make that work with this, and then I buy it. So that definitely inspires me. And then different environments that I look for, I'll see in a movie. I'll be like, okay, like if I could find an environment that looked like that, that would be cool. So trying to like. Since I shoot outdoors like almost all the time, and where I live, I live in a beach town, so the beach is like a couple miles away from my house, and then surrounding that is mountains, and then there's just more beaches down the coast. So I actually have access to a lot of different looking environments. Like I have there's like forest looking area, beach. The one thing that I don't necessarily have is like an urban environment. Like I can go to San Francisco, but but it's kind of like sketchy out there. People get their cameras stolen from them and shit. It's just, I keep hearing horror stories of people like photographers going out there and just getting jacked for all their gear and shit. So it's a little
Sounds
sketch.
fun.
Yes, I actually have some ideas that I really want to do in the city that I just feel like would draw a lot of attention to myself. So I'm like kind of sketched out about doing them. But if I could do them, I feel like they'd come out pretty sick.
Would you ever see yourself getting into diorama work?
Yeah, yeah. What I honestly, what I would like to do is take have dioramas made to environments that I could take them. So like having like a village type diorama, so I could take outside and blend it in with the real environment. That's something that I've always wanted to do. Like I don't build dioramas.
I really enjoy that type of picture. Like for example, I see that oftenly with on the ACVA group with Derek Barkey, and I really enjoy seeing that. That there's a thing about scaling. You know, you have your outdoor environment, and then you take scaled props and dioramas, and you mix them with the environment, and it's such a good product in the end. Like, really awesome.
Yeah, I remember when we were in New York filming with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I actually when I went and visited New York. We met up. That was a couple of weeks back. We actually did that. We were shooting outside and using like small dio pieces and props, and it was amazing, man. Like that was awesome.
Yeah, that stuff. Little things go a long way when it comes to that stuff. It's pretty surprising that if you just find something that scales right with a figure outside, how much it could enhance the photo.
Yeah, the perspective and all that is great. So, I wanted to ask you, like, because we pretty much, I mean, me at least, I'm a pretty big indoor type of guy. You know, I don't go outside that much to shoot. I would like to. I would definitely like to, but I don't know. I just don't have time, and
I like the control.
Yeah, but also, you know, I really enjoy shooting like indoors too, because you can, like, like Fiven said, you have complete control over your lighting and all that. But that's a whole another thing. I just wanted to say, like, how do you go about choosing your little spots where you shoot and all that?
So usually, like, if I'll decide, I want to bring these figures with me, and then from there, I'll look at what it looks like outside, and then say, okay, like if it's overcast, I'm gonna bring different characters. If it's really bright outside, I'll bring different characters, and so that kind of the figure, I guess, in a sense, the figure will dictate where I'm gonna go and what I'm gonna do, depend on the lighting, and stuff like that. Because I mean, it's like you want stuff to make sense too. So it's like I'm not gonna take. It's like I wouldn't take a xenomorph to the beach. That makes doesn't.
But it makes people laugh.
It does, yeah. So it's like Batman, like okay, Spider-Man, like having Spider-Man at the beach and like sands flying everywhere, like unless you have Sandman in that photo, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like there's things, and even then, like, I mean, I've done a photo like that too a long time ago, and I just nowadays I really try and think about, would that make sense? Would they be there? Why would they? If they weren't supposed to be there, why would they be there? How could I make that make sense? And things like that. It's like Deadpool, like for instance, like why would he be at the beach or in a forest? Like there's certain characters, like that's why like those samurais, they can fit in so many, like for me, like I could take the sand trooper one to the beach, and then it makes sense all of a sudden, because it's like, okay, yeah, it makes sense. And then like in the forest, it's like samurai would be in the forest, so that's why I say, like, for they're pretty versatile for me. Like I can put them in a lot of different environments, and they kind of make sense.
Yeah, and the cool thing about them is that you can basically like do different stuff with them because they carry swords, but they also have the ancient blasters, so you can do pretty much a lot of shots basically with them,
Hmm.
and they look cool. So that's pretty
Yeah, it's the
awesome.
plus side.
Yeah. um. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for my questions. Do you guys have any questions that you might want to ask him?
Mm,
How'd
I
you
have
get
one.
the banana name?
Or the
Oh.
name?
What?
How'd you get the name?
Oh.
Well, Sergeant Bananas is a Ninja Turtle character. It's just like one of my favorite toys when I was young. So when I created that account, I just like, oh, I'm gonna use this, and chose that, and it just yeah, it's stayed.
Cool. So any other questions, guys?
Nope.
Been good.
Cool. Thank you for answering all of our questions. And
No
where
worries.
where can people see your work? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Sergeant Bananas, and then also you can find me on Facebook at Sergeant Bananas Photography. Those are the two spots.
Cool. So you heard it here, guys. Check him out if you haven't. But I mean, if you're listening to this, you definitely have seen him, obviously. But yeah, go check him out.
Oh,
Definitely.
one thing from the live chat in the YouTube. We have a question asking, will Johnny be selling any more prints like Star Wars prints in the near future?
Yeah, definitely. We'll for sure be selling more prints down the road. I haven't decided on like what prints those will be, but definitely.
Awesome. So yeah, let's move on to the next part of the podcast. Toys this week.
Nice.
For
So,
STCC, we
What?
doing the halls first?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
halls first. Okay. I mean, anybody want to go first?
I didn't get anything this week yet.
Yes, you do. You just got suits.
Well, I didn't open them yet.
But you got 'em.
you still got them.
I also got a custom from I forgot who. Beltran something, I think. I don't remember.
What's the custom?
Cable.
What,
Not as good as my custom cable.
like what version?
I don't remember. I
I
just
want
thought it
to.
looked cool.
I want a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 cable one day. One day. Jaime, you got anything?
Yeah, I got a couple of stuff. I got the Rebel Tech Spider-Wing. She's awesome. I got the Walmart exclusive Black Panther, the Marvel Legends one.
Nice.
And
Don't you have like 3 of them?
what?
Don't you have like 3 of those?
Oh yeah, I got 3 of these, but not for me. I actually got for a couple of friends.
Okay.
I just got one for me. So I got that, and I also I recently got Deadshot the SH Wars. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Man, that shot you did.
Thanks, man. And oh yeah, I got the Marvel Legends Darkhawk. He's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy.
I could have got him and I missed out on it because every time I go back to my Walmart,
He's pretty nice, I really dig how he looks. Made me want to like actually know because I don't know about the character. I didn't know about him, but made me actually want to like investigate him and all that. It's pretty cool.
I kind of wanted to like the figure, but like it suffers Marvel Legends. Like every wing is bent or there's some other issue or
Yeah, but I mean, like,
stuff.
I mean, it's pretty much the only line where you're gonna get like characters like that. I don't think any other line would make obscure Marvel characters.
Oh, probably not, especially ones that haven't been really popular since the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I also got the Mexico Flash, but I haven't opened it yet.
Oh, wow.
I don't want to open it yet.
You lucky duck.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't remember. I don't think I got anything else.
Adam.
Oh, I only got. Wait. Yeah, I only got 3 things.
Oh, wait. I also got the
Fuck what you got, Adam.
Nendoroid Meta Knight.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm done.
Yeah, Adam.
Now may I speak?
No.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
All right, so I got the.
But wait, there's more. I'm sorry. Sorry, go ahead. I'm done now. I'm done. Billy Mays here. R.I.P. the legend.
Anyways, I got the Marvel Legends 2-pack Spider-Man, just the Spider-Man. I'm gonna get multiples of that pack whenever I find it.
5?
So
Like 5?
You gonna get me one?
what?
You gonna get me one?
No,
Why not?
maybe if you pay me $40, then yeah.
$40 ship deal.
Wait, what?
You shit.
Oh. I also got the Revoltech Megatron and Optimus Prime,
Ooh.
and they're G1 styled, not the crappy movie. Because a lot of people, I've noticed that not many people know that these things exist, and it's like strange because they're really good figures.
The Revoltech?
Yeah.
Yeah, how are they? Are they like Yamaguchi scale?
No,
No, they're 3
Quarter?
3 1/4. Yeah.
I want a tiny Optimus so I can chill with my tiny Mega Man.
So
Yeah.
are they like the same scale as Spider-Man or smaller?
Hold on.
They're
Way smaller.
They're way smaller.
Way smaller. This is like OG, like Revotech.
Old school. Yeah, I had their Dante one. That figure was trash.
Yes.
But like even though they're small, they're like perfect for like if you have the Bandai buildings.
Oh yeah.
John, I hate you because you said I should have gotten them, and I was like, why? I don't have anything to use it with, and I didn't get them, and now I have Transformers, little baby Transformers, and I don't have anything to use to take shots. So
I mean,
You know
then
what?
again, the Transformers are like the size of a truck.
Yeah.
Well, the buildings are like you know how Transformers are. They don't stay one size.
Yeah, it's true.
Especially
but you can
G1.
use the scale calculator and just cheat.
You can always send them my way and I can do it.
Nah, they're mine. Actually, I might sell you this broken Optimus Prime if you want.
The one you broke today?
Yeah.
So how about you, Johnny? Did you get any figure this week?
I got a lot of stuff actually. Let's see. Well, recently, I guess so it's been a while since I've been on a podcast. So I'm just gonna kind of list a handful of things. I got that quarter scale Leonardo, the NECA. Thing's
nice.
awesome. I got that giant Optimus, that 18-inch one.
Oh yeah, I've messed around with that one.
Amazing.
That thing is crazy articulated. I haven't photographed him yet, but he's really nice.
Have you played with it yet?
Oh yeah, I've been messing around with it.
It puts so many 6-inch figures just to shame.
It's crazy. It does. It really does. And it's funny. It's like that thing's like 19 inches tall, and it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
It can do a split kick and hold itself up.
Yeah, it's a really cool figure. So I picked that up, and I got 3 of the Samurai Archers. I'm gonna kind of army build those figures. And then I got the SH Deadshot as well.
He's dope.
Yeah, I like him. The Storm M Bison, SH Figure Arts, Ryu and Chun Li. Shit, what else? Marvel Legends, the 12-inch Deadpool,
Oh, nice.
and Sideshow Forlom. Got him recently. I think that is it, though. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's it.
That sideshow stuff's too expensive for me. Stuff's scary.
Yeah, man, it's definitely not cheap, but it does photograph awesome. A lot of it.
Looks like.
Yeah, those Scout Troopers are killer that they make.
Yeah, I really enjoy the that line. The photos that people take with those are amazing. But I appreciate them from afar.
I bet if you bought one, you might go down a rabbit hole. I could see that.
I already have that issue with 3A. I don't need another one.
That's not cheap either. Are you collecting the 1/6 stuff?
No, I try not to.
Yeah, it's way more expensive, huh?
Well, I usually actually so far all of the 6 scale 3A stuff I bought has been cheaper than the 12 scale.
Yeah, actually, I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, because some of that stuff, it's like old. If it's older, then it's harder to find. Do you have that Blind Cowboy? You get that thing?
No, I skipped that stuff. I didn't really like them.
I have that. I have that figure. I think I only shot it like 3 times. I'll probably go back to it, but go ahead.
I just kind of feel it's limited. Like it's very specific.
It is very specific. So what ones do you collect from that line?
I got all the other ones except for the cosmonaut. I got the punk looking dudes.
Oh, okay.
The jackets and pants.
Mm-hmm. I wanted that female, the astronaut.
She was the exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was pretty cool.
They had 2 versions of her. There was an all black version that was like some Chinese store exclusive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never heard of that. It's probably like $1 million on
now.
Their figures get crazy. They can get crazy expensive.
Yeah.
I only have a few of them. I sold most of my 1/12 stuff. I had like a bunch of the Deplume figures.
Those go for a lot. Like people go crazy for the Deplumes.
Yeah, I had like 4 of them. I think I sold them. I had the Herald, the robot.
Yeah.
I had the what's it called? I'm blanking on the name. It was the white and blue one. I'm blanking on the name of it. But anyways, that thing was expensive. Is it actually? No, I did. I definitely sold it. I was like, maybe I still have it. I don't. But yeah, those figures are killer. The detail on them, the weathering is really, really impressive.
But it's either the prices get insane, and sometimes the figures aren't dry when you get them.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, did you get anything, Fivens?
No. I said in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
You said the ninja suits that somebody called out.
I forgot. I'm sorry. So yeah, I think that's it for pickups.
Skip.
News.
How
What's
about
new?
that Thor Ragnarok? I can't say things.
Fuck that. STCC, Storm Collectibles, Hot Ryu, and Noob Saibot.
What?
We're getting Hot Ryu.
Oh,
Hot
the
Ryu,
bearded, the bearded one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw it.
I need that. And we're also getting Noob Saibot from Mortal Kombat, which is just an all-black repaint.
Yeah, I don't know if I need that.
I need that.
I don't know. You can just get her Sub-Zero or whatever and paint them black.
Nah, man. I gotta. I'm a completionist.
Also like Adam said, the
the
I like the Hulk.
Thor
The
Ragnarok.
Yeah, the Hulk looks dope. That's like
Hulk just needs paint.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see, especially if like Hobo gets it. That's gonna be dope.
He's gonna
What
put a
about when
black
Adam gets it?
and put a matte coat on it, and then make it look 10 times better.
Yeah.
Well, Storm Collectibles Chun-Li is up for pre-order.
Yeah, and I think people are starting to get the
She looks like Chun-Li.
Storm collectibles, the Hogan, the Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, the Hogan's coming in. I
Hogan.
didn't pre-order him because I'm a loser. And he's cheap. He was only like 30-something bucks.
Yeah, I'm not into wrestling, but he looks good, you know.
Yeah, I want to get one.
News. I don't think there's anything new, right? Figure wise, I don't remember.
People starting to get their synths and carbs, no?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, the
Mm.
synths and carbs
Their
are
dietary values.
they're
we need
supposed to
to get
be
your carbs.
soon. But yeah, I don't think there's really nothing interesting going on this week with figures.
Damn. Saturday.
Soon there will, because
Soon.
Yeah, well,
SDCC.
Yeah,
SDCC is
Yeah.
You're getting Kaioken Goku again.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
I saw that.
packaging. Oh yeah.
That's like a big fu to the people on New York, basically.
My stations. That was. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Not doing that bullshit again. Fuck that.
It's literally the same figure. They just changed the name on the box.
It's like Mexican
Hysterical.
Goku and SDCC Goku. It's the same shit. Change the box.
That's super lame, man. Like that's pretty
There's
lame.
Bandai.
Yep, it's Bandai. It's
Man.
what they do.
They do their customers dirty, but they can keep coming back.
Yeah.
It's they're into S&M.
Yeah, man. So yeah, like I don't think there's anything else, right?
Not really,
Not
no.
that I could think of.
So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the the audio part of the podcast.
I'm sure now.
So yeah, guys, you can find us on instagram.com/go figure podcast, facebook.com/go figure podcast, and youtube.com/go figure podcast. Everything is Go Figure Podcast. Just go. And yeah, thank you, Johnny, for joining us. It was really amazing to have you here, and I really enjoy your work. I hope we can have you another time with us. And,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot to all you guys for having me on. This was fun. Appreciate it. This is an awesome show.
So yeah, for the people that are listening to us on any of the audio services, this is it. Hit the potato.
Hit the potato, and make sure to check out the other podcasts on the RLU network.
Yeah, go to that YouTube so you can continue watching.
Yeah, if you want to continue actually and watch the visual part, you just go to, like I said, youtube.com/go figure podcast, and you can see the actual pictures on there. Nice.
Yeah.
Go Figure Podcast. Hit the potato. Okay, so now we get to the
The
fun part.
the fun part.
Yay! Recent pictures. Yay! So Johnny, you're up first. You got this Leo picture.
I really like that picture, man.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's
It really reminds me of the actual movie when they were on the like the farmhouse and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
What's kind of funny about that shot is so like that's in the bushes, obviously you can see, and like lately when I've been taking photos, like since I'm always like laying on the ground, like there's been like a tick infestation around where I live.
Oh,
So I've been like finding like ticks on me like I've had like 3 or 4 of them on me this month, and ticks are nasty as hell. So like I was like sketched out about laying down over there just because like that area looks like Tickville, like it's totally. And so luckily, because that Leo weighs like 400 pounds, like I didn't have to like worry about standing him up. Like I just plopped him there, and he like
that's the best word. Did you?
Yeah, he smashed like all the bushes right there. I was just like, all right, cool. And I just kind of like pressed him down, and he stayed there. And then I got the shot. But yeah, I was like worried. I was like, I had my girlfriend check me after. I was like, you see any fucking ticks on me? I was like, those things are so nasty.
I'm pretty sure Leo plopped all the tick population away.
Pulled out his sword, started slicing him. Nasty ass things.
I was actually taking a bunch of outdoor shots this week. And there was one shot I did. I laid right on top of an anthill because I was worried about getting ticks, and so I didn't want to be in any tall grass, so I tried to stay near the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize that I was right on top of an anthill, and that anthill also happened to be a fire anthill.
Oh, fuck.
So I have a bunch of bites on my arm.
Oh,
and the learning experience.
Yeah, that actually happened to me once, but it wasn't fire ants. It was normal ants, but it still hurts, you know.
As long as they're not bullet ants, you probably die if that happened.
I mean, you have to go to like the rainforest for that.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
actually, Jaime might be able to go get.
What the hell? I don't live in a rainforest.
I mean, they live in tropical conditions.
I'm just messing with you. We do have rainforest here.
Get some predator shots out there.
My huts. Yeah, but you know it's every day, bro.
Oh man! All right. I really like this alien shot.
Oh yeah, I really enjoy the little drip, the droplet.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that water?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a spray bottle.
Is that was that shot like pure luck that you got that drip like that, or was that like intentional?
Both. So like I it's like I knew I wanted that to happen, and I kind of knew how to make it happen. But to make it happen exactly like that was just luck, catching it at that time.
That looks great, man.
Thanks. Yeah, actually, when I posted that, I was like kind of like annoyed, like because the bottom drop is bigger, like it's fatter, and I was like after I was like, you know what, like it was pissing me off, so it was like bugging me. But then someone else pointed out that I didn't even notice at first. So you can actually see the reflection of the alien in that bottom drop.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
So that after someone said, I was like, oh yeah, I just acted like I did that on purpose. I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I did that on purpose.
That's actually pretty awesome. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So even though might not make sense how big it is, like I was like, oh well, there's his reflection in there, so I'll leave it.
Hashtag moist boys.
Moist boys.
The wetter, the better.
Boys. We gotta use that on every shot that we take where you like sprayed the figure.
Yeah.
We gotta do hashtag moist boys.
Oh man.
I really love that shot too. Like
this shot looks like it's like
yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
From the movie, like it's a screenshot from a movie.
When I first saw that, I was confused because you posted it on ACBA, and I was like, "What the hell? Why is that a like
you
photo
you
of
fucked up."
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh,
that's the sideshow.
yeah, and yeah. I'm also biased because I really love the Shore Troopers.
Yeah, I love it too. That's actually one of the reasons why I included this shot.
Oh yeah, that's like it's funny, like because the past 3 shots kind of they weren't ideal. They just happened like as I was out shooting. I didn't have like an idea beforehand. Like I wasn't like, oh, I want to do an alien shot with this. I was doing something else, and I was like, oh, I have this alien, so I did that shot, and then this shot. I just I was on the beach, and then was like, well, I was doing something else with that figure, and then I kind of just had him there, and I was like, let me just mess around, and that just happened from me messing around with it, and as soon as I took it though, I was like, oh, that's something.
That's fantastic.
That's something else right there. Like that one's special.
Is that Excuse me. Is that a sideshow or a Hot Toys?
That's Hot Toys.
That looks amazing, man. I want it.
You should get one. You should get one, man.
I have a.
You know, I was tempted to get.
I have Kylo Ren, the Hot Toys.
Oh, nice.
He's pretty dope.
I actually
I
don't
need
have
that.
that one, but I wouldn't mind having it.
Yeah, he's pretty dope. But yeah, I actually have a couple of the SH figure arts of the Shore Troopers. They're pretty cool, you know. But that one, that sideshow, looks great.
Yeah, like I guess for anybody, like I guess if you're like anyone that really loves, like if you pose your figures like if that's what's really really important to you in a figure, then I would say like 1/6 scale is probably not going to be for you because as nice as that figure is, he's not the most articulated figure ever.
That's the main reason that I really don't collect that scale, because like I really enjoy like posing figures, and with those pieces I just like to display them on my room. I don't like to mess around with them much.
Yeah,
Like I have a like I said, I have a Hot Toys Kylo Ren, and I also have a Deadpool, and I love them. They look amazing. I really enjoy them, but I never mess with them. Yeah, they're just on my shelf.
Well, that's where they're meant to be. I don't know. There's probably not a whole lot of people that actually would, take a figure, like an expensive figure like that out to a actual environment and like fuck around with it.
Yeah, that would be scary for me.
Yeah, I kind of got over it after a while.
Yeah, but the thing is with the troopers, they're like already battle damaged, so I don't think they'll get dirty or anything like that. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Jaime got some Deadshot.
Yeah, I love that figure, man. It's pretty badass.
You gonna get the Mayfix?
I really actually I wanted, because people have been posting pictures of it. And it looks good, but it's huge. It's like weirdly huge.
He is big.
But I mainly wanted to see if you can try and I know it's gonna sound stupid, but like get the weapons and put it on the SH figure arts. But yeah, that's it. Because I really love how like visually and aesthetically, I think that the SHF is way better.
Yeah.
And overall, like quality wise,
I actually thought the Mayfix looked better, and I have the figure arts. Like I think that the face on the Mayfix looks better than the figure arts. Like the likeness of Will Smith. But I do agree though with him being bigger, and it's like if you're collecting figure arts, how figure arts run a little bit small.
yeah.
It's like, so like whenever figure arts comes out with their Batman, it's like if you have the Mayfix, it's not going to work with that one. But
actually, one thing I have noticed with figure arts, they're starting to scale up their more American figures.
Well,
Like-
sometimes because
Sometimes.
the Injustice ones were like 6+ inches tall,
Yeah, they were.
and then they made them tiny again.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're very inconsistent with scales. That really bugs me about them,
Yeah.
because like you can get like every figure from a line and they are all in scale, but then you get Darth Vader who's tiny.
Yeah.
what's that strap you have on him?
Oh, that's the duffel bag from the Mezco Deluxe Punisher.
Oh, nice.
You might not be able to see it because it's kind of blending.
Oh, I can see the back now.
Yeah, you can. Has a bag.
That's cool. It's a cool idea.
Thanks, man.
More Deadshot. Good.
That
the other
shot is the fucking shot of the fucking month.
Thanks, man. So yeah, that's
Wait,
pretty much.
That photo's yours?
Yeah,
That's a killer photo, man.
thanks, man.
I saw. What's funny is I saw that. I was like, "That's sick," but I didn't know that was you. That's awesome, though. That's a killer photo. To be honest, I think that's probably the best dead shot I've seen so far.
Wow, that's an honor, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a. Did you use? I mean, you don't have to share, but did you use like a digital background for that? Is that what you did, or?
I can tell you everything, man. Like, I use I use a glass piece, like a piece of glass. I
Mhm,
set up the figure on top. I put some lights underneath.
mhm.
The background is my TV,
Yeah, okay.
and the eye thing is a laser pointer.
Oh, yeah. I've used laser pointer before, but man, that photo looks great.
Thanks, man. Oh, and obviously I flipped the picture, to the side because
Mhm.
to make it
It
look
looks so weird when it's normal. It's
Yeah.
not flipped.
When it's OTT.
So
yeah, man.
so you laid it down, and then is that what you did, or am I just like?
Excuse
Because
me.
well, he's hanging. What's he hanging? He has his gun, but like, what's he hanging from?
He's supposed to be like on the side of a building or something.
Oh yeah. No, I know. I'm just asking, like, how did you get him to stay there?
Oh no, because the picture I actually took
It's
it.
actually. Yeah.
That's what I thought. So you took it like you're standing above it, right?
No. The thing is, I flipped the picture.
It's actually where he's actually kneeling on the glass.
Yeah, he's
Oh!
kneeling on
And he
it.
rotated
I
it.
get you. Okay. See, these are
Yeah.
techniques. I'm like, huh? What?
Yeah, that threw me off.
Okay. Okay. Now I see. That's awesome though, because it works perfectly.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, that's a great photo. You post that in the ACBA, right?
Yeah, and also on my Instagram,
I gotta poke that.
the Eternal Experience.
Okay. So yeah, I'll follow you guys.
That's from last night's shoot. I did a Gamora piece.
I
Everybody
wish you
ignored.
would include the entire panel, but the thing is, I don't think I'd be able to get the entire panel on the slide.
Yeah.
No.
Everyone be able to see.
Oh, you mean the entire? Yeah, that's yeah, it's really long.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I walked on that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
That delayed react.
I can't put these freaking straps on.
So yeah, that shot is supposed to be like the last panel of the setup that I did yesterday. It's because like it was based off a page from the comic book, so
Your
So, yeah.
cutouts are getting a lot better.
Yeah,
Thanks,
that's
man.
a good cutout.
Like
Yeah, I was impressed with that one actually.
the only thing that's wrong with this, I would say, is that the placement is a little bit crooked. Just a little tiny bit.
Yeah, I noticed, but
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad.
Like honestly, it's barely noticeable, but yeah, it's still really great.
thanks,
Now I got Fibbins
Fibo.
Fibbo.
Yeah,
Fibbo.
I wasn't happy with this shot, but I had nothing else to upload.
The guy on the background looks happy.
Lewis, if I was gonna follow you, I see you have 2 accounts here. Which one would I follow?
The one without the underscore, that's just where I post my BS.
Okay. And then who else? Fibbins, what's yours?
Filler Bunny Ninja Shark.
Your name sounds familiar. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
Philip Bunny Ninja Shark.
There you are. I think. And then, am I missing someone here?
Me.
No, you're good.
Well, fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Adam,
What's what's yours?
Urban_Spidey.
Okay.
Do you ever finish those Cletus heads?
I am about
Alright.
to once I get
Gotcha.
home.
All right. I think I'm following all of you guys now.
Nice.
Cool.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
No worries.
On a Star Trek.
I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick, so I'm just gonna step away and I'll come right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Alright.
Hey, Fibo,
Fibberoni.
I just noticed the blood. What is that?
Fibonacci.
It's the can of beans, yo.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
That looks amazing.
It's actually being held there by the bullet.
Is that like Yeah, but like I meant on the floor.
Yeah, it's also Canna Beam stuff.
Wow. So
Yo.
he did like puddles of blood too.
I tried to check all my boxes because if somebody was getting shot and he didn't start there, like he got shot and fell into it, there would be blood like coming out. So
Yeah, but like I meant that I didn't know like can of beans.
oh yeah, Canna Beans. They were a while ago actually.
Yeah, I'm obviously
I
didn't
got
know
two
about it.
packs of I got 2 packs of both. I think I lost the blood pool already. I think I'm down to 3 out of the 4.
Jesus Christ.
I wish he made more.
Eventually.
They're easy to make though. You can just get some
Those
wax
speaking of
paper and
which,
some hot glue, and you just paint it or dye it.
What?
Yeah. I
speaking
can
of,
also just make a mold and cast them, but I mean,
I hate when I tried
Yeah.
with hot glue. I sucked.
And you remember those Mega Man Zero, those really expensive kits?
yeah,
Fibo.
If I ever get my hands on one of them, you gotta cast them.
maybe. I'd be afraid to because those things are too expensive for no reason.
Yeah, no, but then once we cast them, we'll make bank.
Maybe. Or we'll have the Yakuza coming after us.
Fuck that.
So
Let's do
so
it.
like with casting figures, is there like a chance of ruining it?
The figure, no.
Mold?
The mold, yeah, you can fuck the mold up real easy.
No,
The
I meant like
casted mold or the original?
yeah, the figure. I meant like the actual piece that you're casting.
Nah. You're not
Yeah, do it.
doing anything to it. You're encasing the part in silicone rubber, which then hardens, and then you cut open and take the piece out.
Bro, these fucking ninja suits are so hard to put on.
You still doing that?
Yeah, I've been doing it this whole time.
Dude, they're actually pretty easy. Like
It doesn't look right for me. It looks like he has a huge butt.
Well, maybe
Maybe you gotta buy
I got a thick
well, it needs to
ninja.
be baggy to allow the movement. So
Yeah,
I
but-
know, but
you need to be baggy.
maybe that you got a bad one because
Maybe I do need to
remember
do
one of mine looks pretty sketchy.
and I don't know how to fucking put the belt on. It looks stupid.
Well, because even look at some of the photos.
Wait
Like,
a minute. I think I got the video saved. Wow.
I'm looking at the tutorial and I'm just like, damn, I can't make it look this good.
Oh, you're looking at the video?
Yeah, I found it. I asked.
Then you're a lost cause, brother.
I asked CJ,
You're just special.
and he was like on the page.
Because with the videos, I think it's really easy. You know,
I mean,
Is
it's
it on his
easy, but
website?
like it doesn't look right for me.
there's a high chance that you might have gotten a bad one.
probably.
A high chance that you're just special.
Because one of mine, like I remember, one of mine looks weird. The hood is
Yeah, my hood is
Sorry.
big as fuck.
yeah.
Hobo who got a hood that was dumb crooked. I don't know what mine are like. I got 4 of them, so good luck to me.
Damn it.
Yeah, I also got 4, but I don't.
I have 5, bro.
I only have 2 body coons.
Yeah.
Why? Wait, why? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna ask why.
Why what?
Wait.
Why would you get more suits than you have body coons? But then
Well,
I realized
Bro,
Because
you know how many
I
body coons I have?
I planned to get the body coons, but I never did. I just have 2.
Bro, I sold 2. I had them really cheap, but you didn't want to get them from me.
I need a black body coon.
Do you?
Well, too bad. I sold all of my spare ones, and I can't even find mine.
I need a black body coon and a skin color body coon.
I have a skin color body coon. I have, I think, 7.
I have
but-
Chin Chin.
See, Darius has one, but a deluxe one,
I have how much?
60.
I'll give you one for 50.
I have Chin Chin.
Oh,
I have pink guy.
You put Chin Chin in the ninja suit?
I was gonna do it actually because,
Yo.
Do it, do it, do
because
it.
I need to. I need another ninja.
Chin Chin Ninja.
the chin.
Stop reading my mind.
The
Shinja.
Dark Lord. The Dark Lord is coming.
Hey, Fibbins.
Yeah.
I need. Hey Bacon, I need my
finally-
pink guy back. Okay.
No, thank you.
What?
I need a red Countach, so give her C1 for the low.
Ah,
Not crap.
what?
Gotcha, boy, no. Did you break your figure again, Adam?
No. I had the Matrix of Leadership balanced in Megatron's hand, and it
Cool.
fell out.
Neato.
Neato.
So yeah, getting back to the actual pictures.
So
Fibo.
Fibmeister.
I really love that picture, man.
Fibonacci.
And you can tell you can tell this guy puts detail on the pictures. Look at that dirty fucking wheel on the car.
That dirty fucking wheel.
I paint all of my wheels on everything
The wheels on the bus go round.
except Mach's bike because I like Mach, and I don't want that to be dirty because I like Mach.
But things get dirty when you use them.
But he doesn't use it like that, and also Kamen Rider bikes don't get dirty.
Yes, they do.
Shh, they don't.
Yes, they
Kamen
do.
Rider totally does.
Kamen Rider is dumb.
Kamen Riders get old.
Kamen Rider logic, though.
Alright, I finally put on my first suit.
Wow, congratulations,
And
Bacon.
this hood
I'm
looks
proud of you.
very derpy.
Great moves. Keep it up.
Great moves, keep it up. Proud of you.
Tuck it in a little bit.
She got out.
So yeah, next picture I think because nobody's talking about the picture.
Damn.
It's my Baraku Panther.
I wanted to ask you, is that inspired by the trailer?
Yes, it is.
Because it looks great. I've watched that trailer like 5 times.
Yeah, Adam, good question though. Is that
I
inspired by
watched
the
that
trailer?
trailer like 5 times. Like, that's a lot of times to watch a trailer.
I mean, that's a lot.
yeah,
I
for
only
me-
watch it once
for
and
me,
I'm done.
Okay. For you.
I usually never even watch trailers, so
I mean, technically, it's not a trailer, it's a teaser.
but it's
a
still
teaser
a
trailer.
I'm Adam and I'm a nerd.
But yeah, I've been wanting to take a picture like this since that trailer. So
Since the dawn of time.
yeah, since the dawn of time.
Since the dawn of man.
And I think it turned out pretty clean. The only
Yeah, it
thing
looks
wrong is
cool.
I think it's focused on the arm.
But still the
Little much,
there,
like
the
that
picture's
popped out
cool.
socket.
I like
yeah,
the moss. I like the little moss on the bark.
Yeah.
Bark.
Did you just say Burke?
Yeah, I did.
I like the little moss on the Burke.
Yes.
My heart, sir.
My huts.
Yeah, the bark is pretty good.
Some nice Burke.
No, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at all the fungus on that Burke.
That sounds so weird.
I don't know
Jaime just keeps making Go Figure memes.
I am the meme meister.
He's the meme meister.
Well, just call him High Meme.
Hi meme.
Oh my god.
Hi meme. All right.
I mean,
Oh, here's a shot.
I really like
I
that,
took
man.
Where firing.
That
got
looks
my
really
arm.
clean. And your customs look fantastic.
You
I
know how
actually-
flashy the paint on the helmet is. What?
I can see an ant. Is that? I think that might be an ant on the shoulder.
What? That isn't. That isn't.
Shit.
hold on.
I think. Wait.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because I don't have a mark. I don't have
Tiny
a battle
ant.
damage mark there. So yeah, that's an ant on the
Good
shoulder.
job.
Bro, that's the coolest 12 scale ant I've seen.
That's way larger than
My
12 scale.
custom work is getting a lot better. It's improving a bunch.
That ant is out of scale. I don't know, Adam.
I really enjoy that shot, man.
This Black Panther one. I love the eyes. The eyes
Yeah.
just pop out. It's great.
Yeah, they hit me.
They reach deep into my soul.
What did you just say?
They reach deep into my soul.
Oh, I can barely hear you, Bacon. It's weird.
They make me quiver.
Whoa.
Okay, well, that's it for our pictures.
Whoa!
Whoa!
time to check the GoFig hashtag.
Time for Instagram.
Types in P and then
So Johnny, how are you enjoying the podcast?
It's
For now.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh,
No,
I'm
it's cool.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Adam told me. Yeah.
No, I think my dog just got out, so I'm like trying to figure out if I should go look for her.
Oh, jeez.
Dog hunting with Sergeant Bananas.
Dog hunting.
She usually comes back, but
Here.
I mean,
Oh wait, this is
you gotta
just.
do what you gotta do.
I actually really
Reminder.
like this picture,
Looks
even though it's
cool.
edited a bunch.
Batman's like, here, look at my batarang.
Yeah, what is that?
Hey,
Look at my batarang.
Look at my 221 likes.
I want 221 like.
You can't have them.
Damn it.
So, yeah, here's some hashtag GoFig. If you don't already know, make sure to use the hashtag #go_fig.
Hey, Psycho Ninja.
The Burke.
Psycho Ninja.
That Batman figure, we didn't talk about it, but how do you guys feel about it? The new SH Figuarts Dark Knight figure.
I don't know. It's
I don't care about
I think it's weird because I think the Amazing did a review on it, and if you move the shoulders, they go
pop
flying.
out way
They
too
go
easy.
flying out.
So it suffers the Mayfax curse? What the hell?
Yeah,
I like the Batfleck design more.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That suit looks way better.
I never really enjoyed that movie series. I'm gonna probably get killed.
Batfleck actually grew on me. I don't know why.
Here's
That's awesome.
the Harry using real bananas.
Banana sparkling with banana arms with Sergeant Banana.
Whoa.
Banana exception.
Beautiful.
So much potassium.
I've had my fill.
Let's see what else. Is this DNA?
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. He's been improving a lot.
He's getting a lot better.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh, here's Akira Joe. As always, bringing
Go
the
figure classics. Day one, basically.
A1 since day one.
Yeah, there's some really cool stuff. on there.
back, girl. Oh, excuse me.
That
Some
hobo. There's some hobo there. Clean ass hobo.
Some
There we
clean
go.
hobo.
I really like that. That's amazing.
I have those figures, and I need to take pictures.
I have those figures. More hobo.
I have no.
I like that moss on the Burke.
The Burke.
Burke.
On the ground.
On the Burke. More Akira Joe. He posts consistently every day, and
Yeah,
I
and,
appreciate that.
and his setups are crazy. Like,
Yeah.
damn,
Yo,
The only
his
thing
setup
about
is
this picture that I'm kind
the
of
cutout.
about is this cutout.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit lit.
Lit.
Wait, is it cut out?
Yeah.
Some oboe.
I really like the Dio with the
I love
whatever.
Hobo's lights,
The
man.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
Hobo's
Illuminati
got some
die.
lights, bro.
Also, that shot from DNA Photography is specifically for us. Put it on
This.
Which one?
Oh,
there. The Go Figure shot.
Rambo.
No, because he was doing a live stream, and he was asking that, he basically put on the live what he would do on his next shot.
And then
So I just said like, do badass droids, and that's what he did. And
that's great.
yeah,
Oh yeah, SHF Doctor Strange dropped. I forgot about that. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
it's another banana. More potassium.
Yeah, Cameron Banana. Shout out to him.
Always.
You know it's lit when Tokusatsu League leaves those thumbs up.
Oh yeah. that's when you made it.
That's how you know you've made it. When you get the thumbs up from Tokusatsu League. I can't talk today. It's weird. More Hobo. Hobo takes too many pictures.
I wish I took too many pictures.
Yeah, you
So
don't.
then take more.
That requires time. I was off too. When I was doing it.
More Psycho Ninja.
I think I leave work early tomorrow, so I'll probably grind tomorrow.
More Hobo Fett.
That's crazy.
I love it.
Synth and Sun.
I love that series. I want to do something like that with that X and then my D arts,
Ah.
This is cool.
but more shit posty.
Yo, why don't you do something with that X, with the 4-inch Nell X, and then the D arts?
Yeah, the meme. Don't mess with me or my son ever
Oh
again.
no!
I'm doing that with
Don't
that,
talk
the
to me
D
or
arts,
my
the
son
4-inch,
ever
and that one. So it's don't talk to me and my son and my son and my son ever again. That's the idea.
They should do
yeah.
they should do. Yeah, go ahead.
XL dropped as well.
He looks.
But his eyes don't light up. I
Axel.
don't care.
Axel.
Like they should do like 3-inch synth humans, and have
That
like
would be crazy.
have his son.
Yo, that would be so much articulation on a.
It would be so
figure.
fragile.
Four.
Yeah, it would chatter. I assume.
It would shatter immediately.
It would chatter.
Oh, here's Tahiri with the.
The gyro style.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have that.
It's lit, boy.
It's lit, boy.
I'm probably gonna swap heads with Bruce Lee on there.
Oh.
More bananas
Yo, V3 is such a dope rider.
with emo V3.
I have those wind effects. I need to use them for something.
Here's Fibbins.
Yeah, that figure amazing.
Did
I'm
you
glad.
turn the eyes on? You didn't.
Yeah, they are, but it was too bright outside. It was like 8 or 9 in the morning. Like you couldn't see the eyes.
It was too lit.
It was too lit.
Too litty.
I'm glad I was able to like handle it because
Yo,
there's no way
Yeah.
that would fit in my collection. It's too big.
that decade.
It's insane. Oh,
Click on the decade.
Decado.
Yeah.
Got the thumbs up, boy.
Approved.
If it's a Kamen Rider shot and you don't got that Tokusatsu thumbs up, I don't
You
know
ain't
what to
doing
tell
shit.
you. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, more Kirijo.
I really love those scenes. I
I don't see any crazy-eyed synths.
Yeah, that meme is dead.
Oh,
Damn.
Never.
I need to take out Daredevil. I need to do a million things. I need to use that bison.
Hey, Luz, did you? Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
I need a second one of those so I can customize them into plastic bison.
What's the difference?
He has black hair, shorter skirt, and a cape.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Or do the no cape version, like in where's it, SNK?
here's more Tahiri.
Yeah, I saw somebody do it in the Street Fighter group, and it looks really good. Wow, that crotch piece.
Yeah, that crotch is insane.
Wow.
That sounds so weird. That crotch is insane.
Look at all that technology.
That crotch is insane, man.
Does not look healthy.
Oh, I didn't. This is Kamen. Yeah, this is Kamen Banana. He posted something other than Kamen Rider. Whoa.
I want a Martha and a Roy. Why do we have to get Lucina
Trash
Fire
video
Emblem
game.
Banana.
or an Ike? Ike would be dope.
Taking out the garbage. That's pretty good. I need one of those dumpsters. Hey, Fibbins, hit me up.
It ain't ACBA if you got a dumpster.
I think that's pretty much it, right? Like we're getting into.
Yeah, basically.
this
Yeah,
was-
we're getting into
What?
that.
last week.
Those are fake. Con Banana's probably getting like lung cancer from the chemicals.
What?
Or you can just wash them.
Like the chemicals on the KOs. They Anyways.
They're made like out of plutonium.
yeah, they're made out of
They matter
plutonium.
uranium.
Anyways, that's pretty much it. So
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys are almost up to 3,000 posts.
Oh yeah, cool.
whoa, insane.
So remember to use the hashtag GoFig, and we will check out your pictures and maybe make fun of them.
Maybe roast them.
There is a chance that we may make.
But yeah, I want to thank again Johnny for joining us. Thank you again.
Yep.
This is amazing.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, man, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Hit the potato.
Hit all of the potatoes.